Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Poison Storm again. This is awesome. We get to give our opponent a poison counter with Prologue Phyresis, which gives them a counter and draws a card, or Infectious Inquiry, which gives them a counter and we have like a Night's Whisper effect, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And then we're going to proliferate those poison counters onto them with Experimental Augury, Plan, Contentious Plan, Steady Progress, and Vivisurgent Insight. Vivisurgent Insight draws 3 cards, so does Lorien Revealed, and so does the new card Mind Spiral, which says gift a tapped fish. You can give them a fish, and then target player draws 3 cards. If there was a gift promised, you get to put a stun counter and tap one of the creatures that they control. So trying to test this card to see if it's any good. Basically, Mind Spiral allows you to have a little bit of additional like removal style effects in the deck. The problem is that you have to follow it up with proliferation immediately, so I'm not sure how often it's going to matter. So that's why we're playing just 2. We're going to start with 18 lands and 2 Chalice, 4 Lotus Petal. I think Lotus Petal is just a mainstay in this deck at this point. I don't think we can survive or be fast enough without it, and I think that it also helps you to play Breath Weapon, which is extremely important. It also allows you to weather the storm a lot more freely. Now, you could cut a Steady Progress and put in 1 more Mind Spiral or Everflowing Chalice. I don't know if that's really necessary. Sideboard here, we have 4 counters, 4 removal spells, 4 fogs, 2 serrated arrows, and a breath weapon. If you want the sideboard guide for this list, check out patreon.com/kalikaiz, where all that stuff will be updated. If you are enjoying this, make sure to like and subscribe, tell your friends, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the deck. Check out cardmarket.com if you're in Europe for the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards. Get yourself a battle box. If you get the deck, make sure to, if you're in the Northeast area, hit up the Dragon Master Games Pauper 2K Guaranteed on August 24th in Binghamton, New York. That will be linked in the description as well. Hopefully you enjoy. Let's get into the matches. We're here in round 1 versus Luffy, who plays Affinity. We can play Pentad Prism on turn 1, but we can't follow it up with Proliferation. These are all really expensive. We could Infectious Inquiry on turn 1. So we can go like Woodlot for an island, play the Lotus Petal, Infectious Inquiry. I'll try that. Not turn 1, turn 2. Play my Woodlot and pass the turn. They play their artifact land. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so here we can actually play the Pentad Prism. Floating a green mana, play the Lotus Petal, tap, or we're going to use the mana here, and Infectious Inquiry. Finding another Prism, and a Steady Progress. We're kind of far away from using the Progress here, but they're poisoned right away. They're going to play a Nile Spellbomb. Luckily that doesn't do anything, so it just adds to their artifact count. We don't have any graveyard synergies right now. Find a Vivisurgent's Insight. Cycle for an island, play the island. I think I'm going to pass. So right now, the Pentad Prism gives us a ton of value. So there's a potential that we should just burn our land. They're going to play a Refurbished Familiar. I'm going to discard the Mind Spiral. Plays a Mere Enforcer. Man, they're so good. Play the Peat Bog and Prism. I have to burn my land. And then we can use this to Steady Progress. 2. Now we have a bunch of mana. Find a Contentious Plan. 3 for you. Another Progress. We'll pass. Next turn, looking to... I guess we could potentially Mind Spiral their Enforcer and Progress if we draw something. They have a Kenku. Jeez, they're coming in really hot. They have a ton of power, and potentially a Galvanic here. We find a Weather the Storm. Let's just Vivisurgent's Insight first. Ooh. Oh, they actually suited up their Nile Spellbomb. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense. Proliferate everything. We're going to cast the Chalice, and then tap the Chalice and Contentious Plan. Go to 5, and we can Weather the Storm. Gain 12. Pass the turn. No Galvanic from the opponent. So now we're so close to Mind Spiral, tap your Enforcer forever, but we don't have it. They play a Blood Fountain after playing a Makeshift Munitions. They're just going to shoot us 1 with the munitions. So we could Try to breath weapon them. I'm going to lead on the steady progress. Put you to 6. Find a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can Mind Spiral and give them a fish and then take 3 damage less next turn. Or I can breath weapon and get rid of this and then gain 9 life. I did play a land. Right now it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I give them a fish, it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? Right now. So if I fish them, it takes that down to 11. Okay, I think I have to fish. Draw 3. Tap this. Choose you. Play a Lotus Petal. And Weather the Storm. Our opponent is going to Deadly Dispute away their Blood Fountain. Plays a Swamp. Gets in for a large amount. Fish coming in. Going to tap this. Progress first. You. Trying to Ritual here. So that's mana neutral. Find an Experimental Augury, which is mana positive now. Puts them to 8. We find another Augury. So, as long as they don't have a counterspell, guess we win. Augury again. Take the Lotus Petal. You go to 9. Petal. I'll tap for a bunch of mana and try to kill him. Donk. And I think they're dead. Cool. Okay, we win. Oh, man. So they come out really fast. The breath weapons are not good. Clearly not good. And I feel like we could bring in Moment's Peace or bring the ending. Or the Serrated Arrows. So we could go like 2 Serrated Arrows and 2 bring the ending. Because the Serrated Arrows are good at cleaning up their Mirran Forces and stuff. Also kills the Gorilla Shaman that everybody likes to bring in. The other option is going 4 bring the ending, expecting 7,000 Pyroblasts and negates and stuff. I don't think I can really expect to do very much versus that. We'll see what happens. So how much did the Mind Spiral matter? It mattered a little bit. Got to do it. Did not get to proliferate. I feel that proliferating this Mind Spiral might be a trap. This hand looks pretty solid because we have early prologue. And then just lead on another Scary probably. Play the Scary, pass the turn. There's a Fruit Fly in my office, which is really annoying. Okay, Blood Fountain. Okay, this is an interesting hand. We could wait and try to Prism. I think I'm just going to prologue right away, though. Play the Scary and pass the turn. Then next turn I'll play the Woodlot. And start developing my mana advantage. I mean, they have a huge mana advantage if they actually can cast their Refurbished Familiars and stuff, too. Okay, they cast a Refurbished Familiar, so I'm going to discard my Peat Bog. Galvanic Blast face. Play the Woodlot. Play the Contentious Plan. You go to 2. I'm going to put my Pentad Prism into play here. We'll see if they have a way to remove it. If they do, I can cycle the Lorin Revealed for an island. Plays a land. Another Refurbished Familiar is pretty annoying. I guess I discard the Serrated Arrows here. It's in for 2. Find a Woodlot. I'll play the Woodlot out. I'm going to pass. I don't want to get got by a Pyro, and I can try to maybe do it on their end step instead. Play attack for 4. We'll go to 10. They cast a Makeshift Munitions. Going to play Experimental Augury. That just resolves. Take another Augury. You. Okay. And then we'll cast another Augury. Finding Bring the Ending. Okay, that's pretty good. Any order? You go to 4. So now Bring the Ending is just a straight up counterspell, and we can Weather the Storm, going to 22. Plus now my Vivid Surgeon's Insight I can just cast, and I bring the ending back up. And we have 8, 9, 10 mana that we can use. Okay. Let's get this Chalice into play. Looks like they're tapped out, or they're not going to do anything right now. So let's just use a Pentad Prism counter, then we can keep this mana open. Cast the Vivid Surgeon's Insight. Okay. How much mana do we have now? 2, 4, 5, 6. We can cast another Chalice. Then Pentad Prism into Weather. Tap this and go Weather Storm. So that gains us 15. I'm pretty far out of range. And we're holding up Brain the Ending. They're going to loot. Or rummage with their blood token, discarding a Reckoner's Bargain. We're at 37, so we just need to resolve our spells. They're going to Reckoner's Bargain, sacking the Blood Fountain. I think I'm not going to counter because of this open red mana. They play a Vault of Whispers, a Mirror Enforcer, and a Gorilla Shaman, which I just can counter here. Bonk. And let's pass. We'll take 4. The Gorilla Shaman is definitely annoying. Yay! We draw a Vivisurgeon's Insight, which is really awesome. It costs us net 1 mana. Doink. Okay, and done. Play a Lorien Revealed. Okay, we're going to draw 3 cards. We find another Brain the Ending. Cannot currently cast another Lorien Revealed, so let's go Peat Bog, a mana, Pentad Prism. Done. Play the Lotus Petal, and then just make green here, spreading the mana out, and go Weather the Storm again for another 15. Maybe that was sketchy because now I might lose my Brain the Ending if they have a Refurbished Familiar, but they already only have 2. It'd be unlikely for them to get another refurb at the moment. They're Deadly Disputing their land, looking for interaction. Plays another land, 3 cards in hand. So they attack for 8, we go to 40. Tap and tap. Let's Lorien Revealed. Draw 3 cards. They're going to Pyroblast. We've been saving this Brain the Ending. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to use the blue mana from here. Brain the Ending. Okay, resolves. Yay. All right, I'll play an Island and Contentious Plan. And you go to 7. And then Inquiry. Play Infectious Inquiry, floating in black. Go to 8. Steady Progress, you go to 9. Doink. Okay. Find a Weather the Storm too, very nice. But we can just cast a Lorien Revealed here and see what happens. We're looking for that last bit of poison, of proliferation. Blue. Steady Progress. Go to 10. We win. Hooray! Alright, we'll see you in round 2. Alright, we're here in round 2 versus Selkas. And I'm going to keep. So the way that this hand works is we can turn to cycle for an island, play the Pentad Prism, or we can just play another Peat Bog on turn 2. Looks like our opponent's on some sort of control deck potentially. We'll play the Peat Bog out. Hopefully they just go no and concede. I know they don't like to play against Poison Storm very much, but we'll see. They play the Modern Age, discarding likely a Snacker here, I would imagine. So I think I'm going to take the opportunity to get the Pentad Prism in play. They discard a Cast Down. Yeah, I'm still going to get the Pentad Prism onto the battlefield. Okay, so we'll play that for blue-black and pass the turn. Next turn, probably the Woodlot, but we could also play the Peat Bog. They discard an Unexpected Fangs. 3 mana. They have to pass. Okay, we'll play the Scary now. And here I'm just going to pass until the next end step so that they can't counterspell me. If they tap off of Spell Pierce, I will go ahead and Experimental Augury, but they didn't. Mental Noting puts them at 4 in the graveyard. Now that's 5, so they can cast Terror or Angler. They're going to pass. I'll play my Woodlot. I think I'm going to wait until their turn. They're going to do nothing, attack for 2. Okay, we'll attempt an Augury. And they're going to counterspell. Okay. So we'll go for our untap. I don't want to get Spell Pierced. I'm going to go Contentious Plan first. I'm fine with paying for Spell Pierce here. Okay, now we get all of our mana back. We can Infectious Inquiry. Poison them. They can negate or lose focus, but we have answers for those. I'll play my Scary out. Play out a Chalice. And if this resolves, we can just Weather the Storm. We have plenty of Weather the Storms in hand. Now we need to bide our time again for a moment where we can cast the Experimental Augury and get all of our mana back. They Thoughtscour themselves, milling Terror Island, plays a Sneaky Snacker from hand, tap land. Okay, that's pretty good for me. So we find a Lotus Petal. I'm looking for any draw 3. Casting an experimental augury, find Lorien revealed. Hello. And then I have to click any order over there on the left. Everything is selected. Done. We want to make sure that we tap the one with the more counters on it so we don't leave ourselves open to having our land go away. We'll cast this Lorien revealed. Okay, we find augury. I think I want to put more mana on the table. Cast experimental augury. So this is mana neutral because it adds mana back to the prism and the chalice. I'll take the contentious plan. I have plenty of mana in play. I don't really need the pentad prism. Just need more cards. I'll tap this chalice, use a blue, play the contentious plan. Still playing around Spell Pierce. You go to 4. Okay. We draw Weather the Storm. So let's go Petal. I think I'm just going to triple Weather the Storm here. Petal. Green. Green. Well, green here, I guess. Green again. Weather. And cast a Weather. And cast a Weather. And now we have to rebuild. We're going to go to a lot. Some number that is a lot. Go to 77. And now we are at 98. We have a few turns. Opponent plays a sneaky snacker. They've got 6 power on the table. Okay. They have 3 more counter spells in their deck. I'll play Island and yield until the next end step. Okay, so I'm just leaving up the prologue. They get in for 6. Okay. We play a land. That's the turn. So we have 18 lands in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still 10 lands left. They're attacking us down to 82. Final Lorien revealed. I'll pass, or Vivisurgent's Insight. I'll pass the turn. I doubt they have discard. They're going to 5 cards in hand. So it's kind of funny because we can take a bunch of turns to just go to 7 cards in hand too. I'll pass. A deep analysis. And play a land. So we have room to play Prologue and Steady Progress. Let's cast the Steady Progress first because that's the most valuable spell. It's more likely for them to counter it. They go to 5. Done. We'll cast a Prologue. They're going to go to 6. Finding a Contentious Plan. Okay. So I'm going to untap. Cast a Contentious Plan. I'm going to go to 7. They can't double counterspell me. And we have triple Vivisurgent's Insight. So we're casting them. How about a Vivisurgent's Insight? Counterspell? Oh, interesting. Guess what I've got? Vivisurgent's Insight. Yes. Okay. Do you have a counterspell? No. No, you don't. Okay. You go to 8. Guess what I also have? Vivisurgent's Insight. This is so sweet. They concede. Awesome. That was a weird, weird game. Because we need all to bring the endings, right? In the ending. We got the breath weapons. They don't really matter. It's not the fastest matchup. You can cut the lotus petals. I also kind of like the serrated arrows. So I could maybe cut all the lotus petals here. And then just rely on counterspell Weather the Storm serrated arrows. I like that serrated arrows can just pop off a terror or an angler like pretty well. You have multiple bring the endings in hand and a lot of mana. That seems like a fine keep. Opponent goes Island Go, probably representing Spell Pierce. We'll play Sappers and Scary tapped. Turn 2, Peat Bog, just in case we draw Proliferation and they don't do anything. Plays an Island, Modern Age. Okay. Find arrows. I'll go Peat Bog. That's the turn. They're going to loot. That puts them 1 card deeper for the snacker. That's a deep analysis. They're going to flash it back. I'm going to counter. That stops them from getting their snacker. Play the Scary. Pass the turn. Okay, the Vector Glider flips. They're brainstorming, which gives them the snacker back. But counterspelling that deep analysis was probably pretty big. Gave me a bunch of damage. Okay, Brainstorm resolves, Snacker comes back. They play a tap land. Okay, so we're looking for a 2-mana proliferation. We didn't find a 2-mana proliferation. We do have Pentad Prism. They don't Spell Pierce. Play another Pentad Prism? So they do Spell Pierce here, which I guess I'm just going to pay for. Play the Sappers and Scary and pass the turn. They're going to Mental Note. Milling Spellbomb Mystic. Cycles and Lorien revealed. Let's see if they get a tap land. They get an island. I need a 2-mana proliferation, but I haven't drawn one. If I find it, I can really go off. Nervous. Found a 3-mana proliferation, and luckily that's going to work. Steady progress. I guess if they have a Dispel, I'm hosed. Please don't Dispel me. They didn't. Yay. Okay, done. And now I think I should just Vivisurgence Insight here. Even though I want to get the arrows down, I need to draw the cards. Because they are going to have the counterspell that I have the answer for. And this is the perfect time to use my answer. Draw 3. Looks like I can just play a Weather the Storm here, gaining 15. That's the turn. Next turn we will try for the Serrated Arrows, probably. Play a Terror. Another Terror. 3 cards in hand. Gets in. So we're going to go Serrated Arrows first. Interesting. On a Prologue. Guess I'll just try the Prologue. See if they counterspell. They decide no. They decide they don't need to. Okay, I'll play the Chalice. Deal Sabotage. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast a Lorien Revealed. No Spell Pierce from the opponent. We're taking 14 a turn. They Thought Scour, Brainstorm, Brainstorm. We only have 1 turn. Yikes. In Modern Age, I guess if we can arrows, we can kill the Snacker, and then we'll take 12. They discard a Seething Landscape. Okay, so they're using the deck where I'm going to attempt to cast the Vivisurgence Insight and hope they don't have a counterspell. They didn't. Yes, it's all working out. Okay, done. Then we'll go Contentious Plan. We have the Mind Spiral. All right, I'm going to try for the arrows. They Thought Scour themselves. Milling Island, Thought Scour. We're going to arrows on the Vector Glider and then cast a Weather the Storm. I can't believe it. We might be able to Mind Spiral. I'll be interested to see if that works. Okay, our opponent's going to loot with their other Modern Age. Mills another Spell Bomb. They're getting in for a large amount again. We have Bring the Ending. Man, if I use the Mind Spiral, I just remembered that I have to pay the cost. So let's go Serrated Arrows, this Terror. Pay the Ward. Play Experimental Augury. Holding up Bring the Ending. We have a Dispel. Counterspell return. We have a Counterspell. Okay, that's bad. So how much damage is this? 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I guess we play the Woodlot and pass. Get a Vector Glider. A Cycle of Fumes. Gets in. Find Lorien Revealed or Mind Spiral. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. You can also fish their Vector Glider, but then it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try for the Lorien Revealed. I tried to play through their counterspells, but they had way more counterspells. Spell Pierce. Okay, I'll go play my Peat Bog. We have enough mana to go Pentad Prism. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to Weather the Storm and pass. Gaining 12. We're at 15. They have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Scary. I don't even know. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We go to 1. Wow. So they need to be out of action here. Pass to Vivisurgence Insight. If they have Counterspell, we're dead. They're considering their options. It resolves. Boom. We get so much mana back. Done. Play Saffron Scary. We can put a counter. We just like take out the Snacker right now. Go. I guess I could just try to fish the Terror, taking it off the board for 1 turn. But I have the Chalice in play, right? So I have the Chalice that I can play. I mean, 7 mana. Cast with Gift. Draw 3. This creature. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get the fish. We pay the 2. Draw a bunch of cards. And now we're going to kill your Sneaky Snacker. Play a 0 mana chalice, or if I play a 0 mana chalice, I don't have it for later. But if I cast a chalice right now, I lose a prism to cast the Weather the Storm. That's probably okay. Green, chalice, Weather the Storm, pass the turn. They've got a fish and a Vector Glider that can attack us. If they brainstorm right now, the Sneaky Snacker comes back. This has been a very, very, very tight game. They're getting in. Fish dealing us damage. Plays a land. Cast the Lorien Revealed. Bringing back the Snacker. So do I just... We have a Mind Spiral again. Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess I'm just going to cast the Vivid Search and Insight, getting a bunch of mana back. That's this. You get 1 minus on these, get counters back over here. Done. I'm hoping I can win this turn. Now, Mind Spiral, I can take this out and then Contentious Plan. Play land. Cast with Gift. Target player. Creature. And you get the gift. Okay. And we draw a bunch of cards. Now, I feel like we have it, but let's see. I want to ping the Vector Glider. Then cast Contentious Plan. You counter, counter, counter. This has been quite of a game. Quite a game. Quite of a game. Another Prism is great. We're gonna play a Prism. I feel bad because this has been quite difficult to actually play through. Experimental Augury. Finding Contentious Plan. You. It's kind of brain melting, to be honest. They go to 7. Vector Glider is gone. This thing is super locked down now. So we finally got to do the thing. And let's go Contentious Plan. I think this kills them, luckily. Done. They go to 8. Augury. Progress 9. There's never coming back. And I'll just cast an Infectious Inquiry so I don't have to click. GG's. Whew. That was painful. We'll see in the next round. We're here in round 3 versus Makulis. Kind of on a roll right now, but we opened a terrible hand, so why did I open my mouth? I'm looking. Okay, we have turn 2 Prism plus Progress. Keep. So what are we going to get rid of? If we cycle this, could also just go... I mean, I want to get rid of the Infectious Inquiry and just set my mana up and hope to rip well, but I'm not sure that's great. Steady Progress, I feel like I have to keep. Anti-Prism is one of the best cards in the deck. This land has to stay. This has to stay. So it comes down to, I guess it's just going to be Chalice here. So I could also just get rid of the Petal and then go. But then I'm hoping to find another land because I can go Peat Bog into Prism into Chalice. Peat Bog into Prism. Next turn into Chalice. I have to draw land. Okay, I've convinced myself after much thought to get rid of the Chalice. Play the Peat Bog. That's the turn. Because we can go Cycle, Lorien Revealed, 2 mana. Then next turn, Petal, Island, Progress. Didn't matter at all because our opponent's on mono red. Find a Contentious Plan is good. Island cycling. So we can play the Island here. And then play the Pentad Prism. Play the Lotus Petal. And get the Contentious Plan off. So we'll untap with 5 mana next turn. Peat Bog again. So we probably have to play the Infectious Inquiry. And we're hoping to find Breath Weapon and or Weather Storms. I'm going to place a second Tomb Raider. Dang. Well, I know how this game's going to go. We started extraordinarily behind. I guess they were on the draw. We started a little bit behind. Not super behind. Second Pentad Prism. So we'll Pentad Prism. Okay, we got a lot of mana. Progress. And put all the counters back. So we get Lorien Revealed. Pass the turn. So if we pass the Lorien Revealed, we'll have 2 mana left over. I think we have to find Breath Weapon off the top, so we'd have to go Infectious Inquiry into Breath Weapon. They play Experimental Synthesizer, finding a Voldaren Epicure, plays another Epicure. They're going to attack for 5, and a Mountain. We're going to be at 8, 6, 7, or 6 mana. Sorry, we're going to be at 6 life after I cast the Infectious Inquiry, which is basically dead already. We are going to go to 8. Find a Lotus Petal, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 3 cards. Let's try Lorien Reveal here. Okay. Now I'll try an Experimental Augury. This is an Anticipate, essentially. If we whiff, we don't have really any good options. They're going Lightning Bolt. Okay. Another Augury is great. So now I'm looking for Weather the Storm over the Breath Weapon potentially. I think I'm going to play the Scary out. Finding another Augury. Okay. You're saying there's a chance. Play another Augury. I mean, at minimum, if this whiffs... Okay, it did. It did whiff. We'll take the Lorien Revealed. And our last hope is to go Lotus Petal, Infectious Inquiry, and to rip a Weather the Storm here. Found it. Ba-boom! We're going to gain 24. Okay, phew, we're alive. Problem is that we don't have mana for the Breath Weapon now. I'm at 27. We're going to go Woodlot and Lorien Revealed, probably. They Kuldotha Rebirth, finding a Great Furnace off of the Synthesizer. They still have a ton of mana, or a ton of damage on the table. We've used 2 Lotus Petals so far. We have 2 more in the deck. We've seen a ton of the deck as well, so there's a chance we could find Prism into the Breath Weapon here, which will hopefully seal the deal. They have 2 cards in hand, and they're not doing anything. Plays a Sledder. Oh, that can help them survive. All right, 1, 2, 3. Just going to Lorien Revealed right away. Finding a Pentad Prism. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll just play the Pentad Prism here and hope for the best. We got pretty lucky with the Weather the Storm. I mean, we had to dig really deep, so it's hard to say how lucky we were or not. But the fact that this Sledder is here is really bad news. They're discarding a card, which is good. That means they had 1 blank in hand. They're discarding an Epicure. The Bushwhacker, GG. It was a battle. We were both trying hard. They tried harder. Double Tomb Raider to lead it off. That really put me on the back foot. So I'm bringing in the Breath Weapon. I'm actually just going to cut the prologue. Submit. All right, let's go. We have Weather the Storm. We have Augury. This seems like a pretty good keep. One thing we could do is lead on like Woodlot, then the Scary, and then go Chalice, Petal, Augury, Weather. Hopefully they don't try to bring in some Gorilla Shamans, but we didn't show them a lot of 0 drops. Just the Weather the Storms. They're going to immediately raise my land. Okay. Good times. Play the Scary. Pass the turn. Got another raise where that came from? It appears they do not. So let's go play the Chalice. Play the Lotus Petal. Definitely set me back. We're going to Augury. Looking for a land. I'll take the Woodlot here. Play the Woodlot. Pass the turn. So now we have 5 mana. We can play the Chalice off the other Chalice and then draw 3. Assuming they don't have a Pyroblast, they just have triple Lackey. Okay. I'll go for the draw 3 and not Weather this turn. And I'll leave up, hopefully we can Lorien Reveal the next turn. We have a ton of mana now. I'm going to play this Woodlot because of the raise from before. So they can't raise my land. And still Weather. Place another Lackey. Okay, 4 Lackeys. And I get a Breath Weapon going. We're going to try to Lorien Revealed. Odds of a Pyroblast are relatively high here. They're pausing. Okay, it's brutal. They're all about the sideboard cards. We're going to Weather and Weather. We go to 33 and they have 4 power. So hopefully we have enough turns. Feel like I have to cast the Lorien Revealed, but now they put the fear into me of the Pyroblast. Now this is 4 damage. Sort of like they had 5 damage this turn because the Epicure pings on entry. Goblin Sledder. So since I have the Augury, we can just cast that here by cycling. I think I just need to use my mana or try to draw as many cards as possible. Luckily we found an island. We can go play the Pentad, and then blue for an augury, finding another Loin Revealed. So I'll cast the Loin Revealed here, and cast an Infectious Inquiry. Now we're out of action. Drew a lot of cards. Our opponent has 6 power on the table. Now they have 8. Slamming in. Find a Contentious Plan. Play another Prism. So we have a lot of mana because of the Contentious Plan. I might as well play the Scary out. Seems like their last card is a Pyroblast. Nope, okay. Find a Steady Progress. They're saying there's a chance. We're casting cards. Okay, we get to draw another card. Put them to 2 or 3. Okay. Okay, that's a big one. And it seemed like they didn't have the Pyro, but maybe they were saving it for this one. Nope. Yes, okay. It's gonna be pretty good here. Good to do. Cast the Breath Weapon. So here they can sacrifice some goblins and make things bigger, spread out the damage. They have 5 goblins on the table. They can sacrifice this one lives, sacrifice this one lives, sacrifice this one lives. They make their Tomb Raider bigger, they make a Lackey bigger, and they probably sacrifice their Slider to make another Lackey bigger. Okay. So now I can cast a Weather the Storm and F6. We're still alive, but they've got 4 power on the table. We go to 36, and we're looking for card draw. But they scoop, yay. Whew. Very tough. We will try again. But we certainly have a hand here. We've got Pentad Prism, which is awesome. Can turn the mana into the... give us Breath Weapon mana. But we have no blue mana. So we'll probably just lean on Woodlot, Peat Bog. Turn 4, try to do stuff. Or maybe the Woodlot into Peat Bog. Pentad Prism on turn 3, go like Pentad Prism into Breath Weapon. Okay, Woodlot. Our opponent has a Reckless Lackey in play. Are they going to raise my land? You really never know. Okay, it looks like they are going to. Kill my land. Plays an Epicure. They're going to get in for 1. So this could open them up to a Breath Weapon on an additional turn. We find another Breath Weapon. So now I don't feel too bad about like just blowing a Breath Weapon to kill them, kill their stuff. But I'm kind of out of resources. I can't really afford to let all of my lands die. Play another land. They're going to raise my land again. Plays a Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay. Gets in for 2. Play a Peat Bog. Play a Lotus Petal. I'm going to pass. My best thing that I could do is that they don't kill me. Try to go for a Bushwhacker this turn so that I can go Pentad Prism, Augury, Breath Weapon, Weather the Storm, all that stuff. But if they go for a Bushwhacker, I have to just go for the Breath Weapon. And they feel like they can't afford to play around it, so their board goes away. Boom. Finding another Peat Bog is awesome, but doesn't really solve the problem of the Augury. Guess I just have to burn this land. Pentad Prism. Cast Experimental Augury. Find Lotus Petal. Insight. So I feel like I want to take the Lotus Petal here. Maybe the Inquiry. Oh, they said GG. GG. Hopefully they just scoop. I'm going to take the Inquiry. And they scoop. Yay. 3-0. Let's go. See you in round 4. We're here in round 4 on the draw, and we don't have blue mana. Otherwise, this would be a really sweet hand. So we're going to mulligan. Now we have blue mana. And so we have Chalice, Contentious Plan. So this is all quite good. Do I want to keep the Breath Weapon? I guess I'll have to look up my opponent. My opponent has one, they have one thing in their history of 5-0s, and it was with Burn. And they have a Young Pyromancer, so I'm going to keep and get rid of the Lorien. We're assuming that they're on Burn. And there's the Voldaren Epicure. A little bit of outside information, but it's fine. Finding another Lorien Revealed. We'll pass. We're looking at a turn 3 Breath Weapon off of the Chalice and the Lotus Petal. Do they have the main deck raise? A Kuldotha Rebirth. I'm a little concerned that they're going to have a Breath Weapon right now. I'll go Woodlot, Lotus Petal, pass the turn. I mean, I'm concerned they're going to have a Bushwhacker right now, not a Breath Weapon. I'm the one that has a Breath Weapon. We're going to yield until attacks to show them we have nothing. Plays a synthesizer. Finds implement of combustion. Gets in for 4. Okay. Plays the implement. So go land, play the chalice, and then play the contentious plan. And then I guess we have the weather storm for 9, or we can hold up breath weapon. I'm going to hold it up. Next turn we can Lorien Revealed off of the Lotus Petal. Vivisurgeon's Insight off the Lotus Petal, but we need to save the Lotus Petal for the breath weapon, so I guess I take that back. So I need to cycle the Lorien Revealed, then go play a Blast Runner, cycle right now, grabbing an island. I feel like I'm telegraphing the breath weapon super hard. Another Weather the Storm. Okay, so I can Vivisurgeon's Insight here, tapping all my mana. This is 6 mana, and it's going to give me 1 mana back, effectively costing me 4. And then I'll have 3, 4, 5, and I can go Breath Weapon, Weather the Storm. So let's Insight, draw 3 cards. Go red, Breath Weapon, and Weather the Storm. It was fully telegraphed. Oh, they're going to bolt? Yeah, we'll just Weather. That was unfortunate. They definitely shouldn't have bolted with me having Weather the Storm mana floating. We still have Weather in hand. But now they have a Kuldotha Rebirth, so they could easily just Bushwhacker me again. Plays an Epic here. We'll go to 17. Let's cast this Lorien Revealed. And I'll play out the Scary, play the Lotus Petal. And I could go Steady Progress into Weather the Storm. But then I can't cast a Breath Weapon if I draw it. But I will gain 12. I'm going to pass. If they have a Bushwhacker here, it is 10 damage. Plays a land. Looks like they have a Reckless Impulse and a Goblin Grenade. I think I want to save my instance to cast in response to this Goblin Grenade. They get in for 4. We'll go to 13. Okay. We find Experimental Augury. So let's just play the Peat Bog and play the instance game. We can go 1, 2, 3, Steady Progress. Go Galvanic Blast. All right. Fine. Steady Progress. 2, 3, 4. We're going to Chalice and stuff. Cast Experimental Augury, looking for a Breath Weapon. Another Augury or Weather the Storm. I'm going to take the Augury, actually. And I feel like I could just tap this Chalice here. Experimental Augury again. Into Steady Progress. I think I'm just going to take the Insight and then just go for the gain 15. All right, your turn. Right now they have 9 damage on the board with the Goblin Grenade. And then if they Bushwhacker off the top, it is 10, 15 damage, putting me to 14. What are they going to do? Plays the Mountain. Okay. They're attacking for 4. Looks like they're not going to crack the Synthesizer. And no Bushwhacker this turn. We go to 20. Goblin Grenade will put me to 14. Or, sorry, 15. I tried to record this a few times, to be honest, and I was not liking the builds from before, so we'll see how this goes. Going to start with a draw 3, floating the black mana, because I draw the Inquiry. We did not, but we can play the Prism, and then I think I should just draw 3 again. We're getting almost halfway through the deck. We need to get poisoned, otherwise we'll run out of stuff to do. So I found a Breath Weapon. We'll cast Lorien Revealed. Like, I'm going to go for the Pentad Prism and a Contentious Plan. We have 26 cards left in the deck. That's definitely not good. Discard a few Woodlots, or at least just 1. We are currently insulated from another Bushwhacker turn. They crack the Synthesizer. Finding a Tomb Raider. I think I'm just going to Breath Weapon here because it clears a ton. Okay, we're out of board wipes. We have 2 Weather the Storms left in the deck. Jeez. Cast Insight, trying to draw poison. I think we're going to run out of cards before we can poison them to kill them. We draw another 3. Augury. We're definitely going to run out of cards. We're going to deck ourselves. That's crazy and terrible. Any order. Okay, finally, poison you. So we need 9 more poisons. Play a land. Poison you. Mind Spiral, not really a card I'm interested in casting. Not sure. So I'm going to get this Chalice out. And then go ahead and Contentious Plan. They go to 3. Right, so we have, gotta think about my deck. I have 4 Insight. I have 8 2-drops, 3 3-drops, right? So I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 12, 13, 14, 15. That means I have 3 more left. 1 plan, 2 plans, 3 plans. So I have 1 plan left. 1, 2, 3. 1 Augury left. That's 2 cards. I have 3 Inquiries left. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. That's 8 cards. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 poison. Puts them to 8. Okay, so I guess we die. Pass. We're gonna deck. Not finding poison in time, we're gonna deck. And I don't even know if we have enough poison, right? Because we have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22 poison in the deck. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess we could poison them to kill them. They put us to 8. We're going to draw 3 cards. Okay. Pass the Augury. I could potentially make this a draw. So I can put the plan, take the Infectious Inquiry, and then we'll go plan and then Inquiry. You go to 4. Make black. Play the Inquiry. Okay. Play an island. Play the Progress. You go to 6. Play the Inquiry. You go to 7. Progress. You go to 8. Play Lotus Petal. Play Lotus Petal. Play out the Pentad Prism. Play a Weather the Storm. Yeah, we're gonna tie. And I've used all the clock. Okay. Green. Cast another Weather the Storm. That's the turn. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take 2 draws, and then I'm going to go. They Fire Blast me. Are they going to scoop? I don't know why you Fire Blast at this point. I'm going to have to play really fast. They Mountain. So I guess if by some chance I miscounted and the next draw is a cantrip, I'll play the Peat Bog. Pass the turn. Maybe if I hadn't Mind Spiraled, I could have drawn into it, but I think I would have not been able to weather for life. Okay. So this is the first time that I've ever had this happen. Never happens. Okay. Contentious Plan. Put you to 9. Pass the Inquiry and we both die. It's a draw. I've never had that happen before. This is crazy. Okay, we're at 15 minutes on clock. I'm wasting all my time. Oh man, that was not great. That makes me want to just cut a land as opposed to cutting on my poison because I couldn't poison them out to kill them. Oh man. I'm nervous that cutting a land I'll die though. Whatever. We're doing it. We all lose. Nobody wins. I guess I won and they lost at the same time. It says Satan Raken and Ralkin lose the game. Okay, we're on the play. I don't know why we're on the play, but we are. Let's keep our opponent mulligans to 6. We're probably going to get raised. We want to go turn 1 or turn 2 Augury looking for another land. That's the turn. They play Voldaren Epicure. We'll go Augury. So we find Inquiry, Insight, Weather the Storm. I think I just take the Insight, unfortunately. This goes bigger. Play the land. Pass the turn. They play a second land. Goblin Blast Runner. It's in for 1. Anything else? Implement of Combustion. We'll play Steady Progress. Looking for a land. On a Lotus Petal. I can pass the turn. They crack the Implement, so this will be 4 damage. Maybe I should have played the Lotus Petal for a weather. My thought was that I was going to cycle the Lorien Revealed for an island. They get in for 4. Anything else? No. Okay. Let's take a draw. Found the island anyway. Try Contentious Plan. They're going to Pyroblast. They lightning bolt. Okay. Put a counter. Play the peat bog. The lowest pedal. So I could weather the storm here and gain 12. Then get attacked for 4. So it's like gaining 8. And then they have a board. Or I could just breath weapon. I think I'm going to wait. Yeah, we'll wait. They play a synthesizer. Finding a galvanic blast. They're going to attack for 2. Okay, I'll take the 2. They cast a galvanic, putting us to 6. Once again, I could weather here. That's for 9. I'm going to cast Vivid Surgeon's Insight. Draw 3. Okay. I've floated the black. Then I can go land, tap, prism, done, and then play a Weather the Storm. So I guess maybe I should have weathered way earlier. Go back up 9, back up to 15. They smash. That's not good. We're taking 2 to 10. Going to attempt a Vivid Surgeon's Insight. Play the Woodlot. Darn, I think I'm going to lose. This is going to put me down 4 damage to 6 because they have 3-2. So this is 8 damage. They have Fire Blast, we're dead. Don't have the Fire Blast. We're going to go Lorien Revealed. Hopefully they have 0 burn spells somehow, I guess. Can play this Prism and Breath Weapon our opponent. We smash the Smithereens for the lethal. Okay, so now we are 0-1-1. I'll take out a Mind Spiral for a basic just to have a little bit better early game. This isn't very good, right? Let's mulligan. Yikes. No! Alright, this does a lot of stuff. Keep, get rid of 1 land, and the Lorien. Play the Peat Bog, pass the turn. They're going to go raise. Classy. Play Scary. I'm so tired of getting raised. So tired. Play the land. Augury. We find... I could take Prism or Insight, but I think I need the draw 3 actually. Maybe that's wrong. Because next turn we could go Prism into Infectious Inquiry. They play a Synthesizer, finding a Smash the Smithereens that they can't cast. It's in for 1. So now we find a Prism. I will attempt to Vivid Surgeon's Insight. Fire Blast would wreck me. They don't have the Pyroblast somehow. Okay, your turn. They have a Galvanic for 4. Now they can attack. Synthesizer. Finds a mountain. Plays the mountain. We have faded 1 smash, but we also got wrecked by a raise. I have 5 mana. Need to Weather the Storm. There's a Galvanic. Let's try the Pentad Prism. And then attempt to cast the Contentious Plan. Playing the Peat Bog. Play the Contentious Plan. Okay. Find a Lotus Petal. I don't know if that's that great. I guess that allows me to Breath Weapon and hold open, have the Pentad Prism for later. This sure has been a roller coaster. One has the Lightning Bolt. Okay. They discard a Mountain. 2 cards in hand now. 5 is basically the same as 4 here. Smash to Smithereens. We're just going to use the mana to Breath Weapon. Go to 3. Do you have the Fire Blast? They don't. Can we draw a Weather the Storm or some big draw spell? Land, nothing else. We draw the Weather the Storm. Cast the Inquiry, go to 1. Then we can go Inquiry into Weather. Play the land. Hold control. Make a black. Put Inquiry on the stack. Cast Weather the Storm. So we'll go to 9 and back to, or 10 and back to 8. Finding a steady progress. Sort of fizzled for sure. Synthesizer finds a raise. Good on ya. Gotta love it. I'll probably take out this land. Although if they raise, then they won't be able to Synthesizer and play whatever spell it is off the top. Takes out my black land. Okay, I'll play a black land. I find Weather the Storm, so now I can respond to their spell with steady progress into Weather the Storm. Maybe we can come back somehow. Gets in for 2. Certainly nerve-wracking. Can we do it? Can we do it? Plays a Blast Runner. Synthesizer. Thank you for building the storm count. Finds a mountain. Okay, so they have no response. Steady progress. If you find a Lotus Petal, we can wipe the board on their turn. You go to 3. Ah. Okay, cast Weather the Storm. Finding a second Weather Storm isn't bad, but I wanted to like double weather there, and I was really looking for some card draw spells. I'll play my Woodlot. Pass the turn. Plays a Tomb Raider. Storm is 1. I think I'm just going to F6 here. We take 5. We're going to go to 13 here, and then what? We draw a Contentious Plan. I will attempt to plan. You go to 4. Okay, awesome. Lotus Petal. Play out the land. Pass the turn. So they had to crack the synthesizer here pretty much. Tons of Kuldotha Rebirth. I'm just going to yield until their next end step. We're taking 7. They crack their land. Plays a land. We have the Breath Weapon, which they pretty much knew about. Cast Weather the Storm. Okay. We are still hanging on by a thread. Just going to cast the Contentious Plan off my islands here. I only have 8 minutes left on my clock because I used 10 minutes in game 1 to not win. Yay! We find a Vivid Surgeon's Insight. Let's float 1 black. Okay, I'm just proliferating everything. Let's Chalice on 1. Play a land. I will Experimental Augury. Finding another Augury. Now I have to just dig for card draw spells. Let's Augury again. Finding Plan. I'm taking that over the Weather the Storm to try to seal the deal. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. They crack the synthesizer and find a Voldair and Epicure. The next turn they have 3 damage. This is currently putting us to 14. Play the plan. I don't even need to click up my lands, so I should probably stop doing that and wasting time. Find a Lorien Revealed. Cast it. And we find the poison. Boom. I feel like I'm going to need a break here. We're going to resubmit. Okay, we're on the draw. We've got Weather the Storm in hand. We have Pentad Prism. I'm going to keep it. There's a lot of risk involved here. They go Kuldotha right away, cracking their land. We'll play the Woodlot. I wonder if they're going to crack their land again. It's in for 3. We're at 17. Play Peat Bog. Pass the turn. So this turn, they play a Synthesizer. And a Kuldotha. Do they have a land? They have the land. They're not going to Kuldotha. So it seems that they have a Pyroblast. Okay, they do Kuldotha their land. 1, 2. Find a Tomb Raider that they can't cast. So the option is Weather for 9. Untap. We'll go play this land. Pentad Prism, Contentious Plan. Then, not sure where we get. Or we go Prism into Plan, into Progress, into Weather Storm. Is that enough mana? We have 5. Go to 4. 3. 2. I think that should be enough. Hopefully. We'll go Prism. Blue. Contentious Plan. 1, 2, 3. Play the island. I guess if I use the Progress, I won't be able to weather. Alright, we'll just weather here for 9. That's the turn. 3rd land for the opponent. Do they have a smash? Okay, that stinks for real. Cycle for an island. Taking 6 to 14. We have 6 mana in play. Find the Breath Weapon. Can I get double Lotus Petal and a no Pyroblast? Looks like no. Okay. Done. So we have to pass. They have a Galvanic, puts us at 12. So now we're dead to Double Bolt. 6 power on the table, just we couldn't get through it. Could not get the Breath Weapon because of the Smash to Smithereens on the Pentad Prism. Yikes. And that was my misplay, I guess. I could have gone for the Steady Progress, but they had the Smash on that turn, I think. And here's a Bolt into a Bolt. They have a Goblin Grenade. They raise my land. So gross. So all I can do is go Infectious Inquiry. Try to find a Lotus Petal. And Lotus Petal. And Breath Weapon. So all they need is Double Bolt. Galvanic to 2. Okay. Puts me to 1. And raise again. Kuldotha Rebirth. Play land. Chalice. A Chalice on 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Progress, looking for weather. They go to 2. Didn't find it. GG. That's very frustrating, but, you know, we tried hard. They won the match 2-1-1, so we got to play 4 games. Oh my god. Let's go to round 5. Round 5. I'm ready to get through this. No lands. We're in a mulligan. This is probably fine. I'll keep it and put back the insight. We're sort of far from casting that right now. Our plan is to go turn 2, cycle for an island into a contentious plan. Our opponent's on forest, so that's pretty scary. Utopia Sprawl. What color? They choose red. They choose red for You're Dead. It's going to be a fast game. Oh no. We're going to cycle, grab an island, play the island, and still going to contentious plan here. There's a very slim chance that they're on Ponza-less, so no Ponza, and that would be awesome. They're going to turn 2 Malevolent Rumble, revealing Avenging Hunter, Wild Growth, Colossal Dread Mask. They're far from casting any of the big stuff, so they probably take the Wild Growth, and sort of praying they don't have a second land here. Our next turn, we're going to be going Experimental Augury, looking for lands, and they choose Wild Growth. Oh, they do have a land into Wild Growth, 4 cards in hand. So 1 Avenging Hunter down. Player scary, and pass the turn. So since I don't have to Augury for a land, I can just hold. They're going to play an Arbor Elf here. They have no 4-drop. Writhing Chrysalis. So what do I want to do? Maybe I still Augury for a land so I can cast Lorien Revealed and set up. Cast Augury. I guess another good thing to try to get would be any sort of our mana rocks. Lorien Revealed and a Mind Spiral. So I can actually Mind Spiral their creature, but I can't keep it tapped right now. So I think I'm actually going to take the Mind Spiral. A good test for it for sure. Then I'm going to cycle the Lorien. No, I don't have to cycle the Lorien because if I don't draw a land, I can cycle it right now and just cast the Mind Spiral. Okay, cycle this. Get an island, play the island. Draw 3 more cards. Okay, Breath Weapon is very mid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can give them a fish and turn off their Chrysalis for 1 turn. We did find an Inquiry. I don't know if I want to give them a fish right now. What I want to do is kill all their stuff. Avenging Hunter. Darn. They're untapping some stuff. They play a Generous Ent. Okay, we have like no turns. We'll go land. Cast Lorien Revealed. And I'm going to go to the next game. So the steady progresses are pretty slow without the chalices in play. We're bringing in the Bring the Ending, cutting all the breath weapons here, bringing in all the moments pieces. We'll get rid of the weather storms because they're a little slow. Breath weapons, 1 Mind Spiral, 1 Lotus Petal. So far, I would say that Mind Spiral was quite mediocre and not something that I'm interested in keeping around. We have Prologue. We have Bring the Ending. I think I can keep with the Woodlot. Maybe it would have been better to go island into island and then Bring the Ending their turn 2 play. Turn 1 is a Wild Growth. So what are they going to do on turn 2? I'm going to play my island. I feel like I need to work up to this Vivisurgent's Insight. If they go Malevolent Rumble, I think I counter. Wild Growth, okay. I'm going to take a draw. Play the island. That's the turn. Right now they have 4 mana, now they have 5 mana. It's going to be a Thermokarst. Well, that stinks. Why you do me like that? I thought you were on Ponza-less, my friend. You are not. Going to Augury. Mining. Guess I'll just take Scary. I should probably take the Insight. Get a 2 poison. We'll play the Woodlot out. Pass. No one likes Ponza. Except for Ponza players. I gotta get it out of my head. It's fine. They go for the Avenging Hunter, and we have the counter spell. Ha! Got him. That's exactly what I've drew it up. Yes. I got to do the thing. Play the island, and we'll Vivisurgent's Insight. Boom, boom. You go to 3. Pass the turn. It looks like they were really trying to get a mountain off of that Avenging Hunter, so that did stuff them, which is really good for me. We'll go Pentad Prism and play a Chalice, play the Peatbog, play a Chalice. And then I can just Experimental Augury. They're going to Deglamour. All right, blue. It goes back into my library. Chalice enters the battlefield. And I can Experimental Augury, growing the Chalice, looking for a counterspell. They have yet another Deglamour. I'll tap it for mana. So we find Infectious Inquiry and Prism. I think I'm going to take the Prism. You go to 4. I'll play another artifact. Pass the turn. They're still doing nothing, so they have all red spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Scary. Play the Vivisurgeon's Insight. Okay, they go to 5 poison. Now, I suppose I can just Contentious Plan here. They go to 6 poison. Pentad is back online. We'll pass the turn. A Wild Growth. That does not give you red mana. They still have basically the same amount of mana. Looks like they're passing. We're going to Inquiry, floating green and black. Find a Mind Spiral. Play the Scary. And try drawing 3 cards. Play the Lotus Petal out. And I guess I'm gonna... Can I win right now? Goes to 3. And to 2. I guess if I find a Lotus Petal I can win. Cast Experimental Augury. Lotus Petal. You. Okay, so... Maybe actually... Yeah, this is fine. Contentious Plan, you go to 9, and then Steady Progress. Hooray! You're at 10. We're 1-1. We took a game. We know they're on some number of land destruction, and it doesn't actually change any of the things I'm going to do. So, we're hoping for the best. Okay, so our opponent is playing first, mulliganing to 6. We have an Inquiry coming up. I think I'm just going to keep... We'll go Peatbog into whatever. They mulligan to 5. Okay, Johnny Test. I assume they're going to mulligan to turn 2 land destruction. Plays a Forest. And a Utopia Sprawl. The other thing that they could try to mulligan to is an Avenging Hunter, which would definitely be a way for them to come back. Let's play the Peatbog. Okay, what do you got? Nothing. So that means I'm going to land into Infectious Inquiry and try to get that going. We find Progress. We're going to discard 1 Peatbog. 4 mana. Scary. Writhing Chrysalis. Okay. I'm going to play out my Woodlot and pass the turn. So this is 4 damage coming in every turn, and they have a bunch of mana. 6 mana. So I'm kind of trying to find Moment's Pieces now. Malevolent Rumble. Okay, they get it. Thermokarst, Deglamour, Forest, and a Writhing Chrysalis. So they take the Writhing Chrysalis, they're going to cast another one. That means that this is going to be a 7-power creature. 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. So now I have to find Moment's Pieces in order to win. I get in for just 4. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Find a Lotus Petal. So now we can just... Guess I see the most cards by 6 mana. Going to try for Experimental Augury, looking for the Moment's Piece. Didn't find it. Take the Vivisurgeon's Insight. You and some lands. Play the land. Play Contentious Plan. Go to 3. Okay, we have a Bring the Ending. I have to pass the turn. I can counter anything they cast, but they currently have 12 damage. If they had sacrificed these before, we would be dead this turn. Maybe they were saving it. Okay. Feels like a boarding party here. Avenging Hunter. So I have to counter this because it's going to kill me. Blue. Bring the Ending this. Then we'll cycle for an island. And I need to find Moment's Piece in... We have 4 Moment's Piece. We need to find it in the top 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. They get in for 12. Bam. Couldn't find it. We'll cast a Vivisurgeon's Insight. Praying. Can we get there? We did not get there. No. All right, you got me. Land destruction too strong. They didn't even destroy my lands. Oh, no, wait. They blew up one of them. Would we have gotten there? I don't know. But we did not this time. Darn. I'm gonna go back to the game here and see if we would have drawn into it later. We were so far away. Oh well. 3-2 is not that bad. We lost to Burn in a ridiculous match and then lost to Ponza, but we did really well versus everything else. I do like this deck. We got to go back to the list. I'm not really sold on this Mind Spiral nonsense. I probably wouldn't play it, so we're going to cut that Mind Spiral, go back to a Chalice and a Deep Analysis, and call that a day. That's about the same amount of cards. This is 6 cards here, and then if we add a Chalice, let me just export this first. So if we add a Chalice here, and we cut the Mind Spirals, we're going down on some card draw, but I think it's actually just better. The other thing you could do is trim with this, but as you saw, there were definitely some times when we didn't have enough mana rocks in play and we couldn't do enough stuff. So I think you have to definitely have 7 to 8 mana rocks. And I really like the Lotus Petals. Could go to 17 lands and find maybe another steady progress in there. There's a few tweaks that you could do, but sometimes it doesn't come together. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.